Hey everyone, this is Corey at Security.org, and today I'm going to show you the Wyze Home Monitoring Bundle. Now, this package consists of the second generation of Wyze Sense devices right here, along with professional monitoring powered by Noonlight, all for a very, very low price. I am going to go over a ton of information today, including what you get with the Wyze Home Monitoring Bundle, what the installation process is like for the system, the functionality and performance of each of these devices, and just what the day-to-day experience is going to be like with the Wyze Home Monitoring Bundle. So without any further ado, let's just jump right in. Included in the Wyze Home Monitoring Bundle is the Wyze Sense Hub, a keypad, a motion sensor, 2 entry sensors, a USB and Ethernet cable, mounting hardware, a Wyze sticker, 2 Wyze window decals, and a lovely user manual. Now let's break down a few technical specifications as well as the basic functionality of all of these devices, beginning with the Wyze Sense Hub. This is essentially the brains of the operation, allowing you to connect and communicate with all of your sensors. It supports up to 100 sensors at a range of 500 feet, and there are 2 options for connectivity. You have either the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi option or a direct connection via an Ethernet cable. It has an 88 decibel siren on board to scare away any intruders and includes 10 hours of battery backup in the event that you lose power. It is notable, however, that this device does not include cellular backup, so if you were to lose your internet connection, you would not be able to communicate with the professional monitoring service. Next, there is the Wyze Sense keypad. This allows for arming and disarming directly using your PIN number. It's powered off of 3 AA batteries, which are reported to last about 18 months, but I will note that because of those batteries, it is quite a heavy device. There's an emergency button on the side of the device that is functional once you have active monitoring with the system. And I will note that the keypad is backlit. It has a little motion sensor there. When somebody walks past it, it will light up for your convenience. Finally, the keypad has a mounting plate, which has both adhesive and mounting holes to give you multiple options for mounting. The Wyze entry sensors are going to notify you when a point of entry, your windows, your doors are opened or closed, or stay open or stay closed. These are powered by 1 AAA battery. There is a red indicator light that will go off whenever the device is triggered. And when it comes to mounting, you have adhesive on the back, so it's peel and stick, very, very easy for mounting. The Wyze Sense motion sensor does just that. It detects motion at a range of up to 25 feet, a field of view of 120 degrees. And Wyze claims that this was designed to not detect pets, specifically designed to detect humans. It's powered by 2 AAA batteries and gives you the option to mount with screws or adhesive. Once again, note that this system is scalable, so whatever your home situation is, you need more entry sensors, more motion sensors, you can add up to 100 sensors to this Wyze Sense Hub. Now let's talk about the installation of this entire bundle, and Wyze estimates that it should take you about 40 minutes to install this system, and from my experience, I think that's a pretty accurate number. The first thing you'll do is activate your Wyze monitoring service, and that's actually done on Wyze.com. You'll receive an activation code, you enter it in there, and you're off to the races. From there, the Wyze app is going to walk you through every step of that installation process. It's also outlined in the user manual. The first device to be installed is the hub. You connect up the power and you decide if you're going to go with that Wi-Fi connection or an Ethernet connection. The keypad, entry, and motion sensors all have plastic battery tabs that you are prompted to pull to activate the devices. You then press and hold the reset buttons on each device and the devices will pair with the hub. You're going to mount your keypad near your primary door for easy access, and I opted to use these screws to mount the keypad to the wall. Once again, the entry sensors have that super convenient peel and stick adhesive on the back for easy mounting to doors and windows. Just make sure you line up these center notches on the devices. Your motion sensor will be mounted on the wall or in the corner 7 feet high, and just make sure that this Wyze logo is to the left so that you have proper orientation of the device. Similarly here, you have that peel and stick adhesive for mounting, or there are mounting holes for mounting with screws. Now at this point, you'll wrap everything up by linking any Wyze cameras that you have with your Wyze Sense system. You'll also set up your monitoring modes. And lastly, you will enter in all of your monitoring information, your name, your phone number, your address, so that professional monitoring will be all set up and ready to go. On that note, let's shift to talking about the monitoring on the Wyze Home Monitoring Bundle. Now, it is powered by Noonlight, a professional monitoring provider that offers a 24/7 monitoring center with agents available to assist in the event of an emergency. The process goes like this. Number 1, when an alarm is triggered, you'll receive a text message within 5 seconds to confirm the emergency. Number 2, if you don't respond, a dispatcher will give you a call. And number 3, if you can't answer, first responders will be sent to your home. This professional monitoring is offered at an extremely low price. We're talking $5 a month for professional monitoring with Wyze, and there are no long-term contracts, so you can go month to month, cancel anytime you want. I do want to point out that there are limitations with this system when it comes to self-monitoring. Maybe you don't want to pay the monthly fee for professional monitoring, but you want to get notifications from these devices still. Well, without paying for professional monitoring, you'll still be able to use the hub and sensors to receive notifications and trigger actions. However, you won't be able to use monitoring modes, the keypad, or the siren without paying for professional monitoring. So on to the functionality. Let me show you how this Wyze system works. There's a ton going on. There's a ton of power behind it in the Wyze mobile application. So let's take a deep breath and check it out. Here in the Wyze mobile application, I will be focusing most of my attention on the monitoring tab right in the center. Your modes are right at the top of the screen. You have disarmed, home, and away mode. One tap to enter any of those modes. You can also do so on your keypad.
System is arming.
Underneath that, you'll actually see that I'm in test mode, and I really appreciate that because I want to be able to run through all the features of a home security system without having to worry that first responders will actually be dispatched to my home. So I like that Wyze has this test mode as an option. Below that, you'll see the linked cameras that I have with the security system. So I can tap for thumbnails of any of the latest happenings with those cameras. If I tap more, I'm able to see a live feed from both cameras along with a timeline view with icons that indicate what action had happened. So maybe general motion, person detection, so on and so forth. So it's a pretty neat feature. Below the cameras, you'll see the monitoring event history. Now, if I tap on more, I can get a comprehensive look day by day at every event that has happened. Now note that this list of events is actually specific to monitoring events. So the arming of a system, the disarming of a system, canceling alarm, that kind of thing. There is no status of sensors or camera clips found within this history. I found it a little strange that I wasn't able to access my entire event history for all of my devices in one spot. For example, if I want to see my monitoring history of arming and disarming, I have to go to the monitoring tab. If I want to see my camera history, I need to go to the events tab. If I want to see the history from my sensors, I need to go to the home tab and then go to each specific device. Not a huge deal, just wanted to make a note about that. Now let's shift to the home monitoring settings. Hub settings will essentially allow you to change the volume of your announcements. Your hub will announce the mode that it's in, as well as count down your entry and exit delays. Both your home and away modes are editable, so you can decide which sensors will trigger an alarm when armed to either of these modes. Additionally, the entry and exit delays are customizable for each mode, between 0 and 180 seconds, so essentially how long the system will wait before it sounds an alarm. Up to 5 Wyze cameras can be designated as security cameras to work in conjunction with your Wyze Sense system. You see here I have 2 cameras designated. My Wyze Cam Outdoor, for example, triggered by motion, people, even smoke, and CO alarms. Interestingly enough though, for some reason my Wyze Video Doorbell wasn't an option to add to this list. Finally, you can update your PIN number and your Wyze safe word, which is what you'll need to provide to the Noonlight agent in the event that you're contacted in an emergency. That was a lot of information, but important nonetheless. But let's shift to the responsiveness and performance of these devices. So I'm going to test it out for you right now and see how fast they are. So number 1, notification speed for the motion sensor, which is right here. Here is the motion. And there's the notification. Number 2, notification speed for the entry sensors, which is right here. Open. And notification. And then the relationship between the keypad, the hub, and my mobile device arming for home.
System is arming. System is arming.
So you see that everything is more or less immediate. Maybe a few seconds between the point that a sensor is triggered and you receive that notification, but pretty speedy overall, I would say. So just to give you a sample, a simulation of how loud this siren is when it goes off, I'm gonna trigger the alarm. So brace yourself in 3, 2, 1.
Disarmed.
Yeah, it's definitely loud. All of your individual devices are listed in the Home tab of the Wyze Mobile application, and you can go into the settings and do a fair amount of customization on each of these devices. With entry sensors, for example, you're able to decide what kind of notifications you want to get. In addition, with your motion sensors, you're able to decide on general sensitivity, low, medium, or high. But what I think is the coolest thing about the Wyze sensors are the sensor videos. It goes like this. You can assign specific cameras to specific sensors to record a clip whenever that sensor is triggered. And this leads me to the timelines for each sensor. Each sensor has its own event history that provides you with a ton of information. Not just when motion was detected, but how long it was detected for. Not just when a door was open, but how long it remained open. And any video clips that were recorded in association with that event are viewable right within that event. Now again, my only note here is that you do need to dig pretty far into the Wyze app to get all of that sensor information, but nonetheless, it's there and you love to see it. So what are my final thoughts on Wyze Home Monitoring and the second generation of Wyze Sense devices? Well, I'm impressed. I mean, 24/7 professional monitoring from Noonlight at such an affordable price, affordable equipment. Maybe you are already in the Wyze ecosystem. You have a whole bunch of Wyze cameras that you want to integrate into the system. It just makes a ton of sense. It's definitely worth a look. However, it will be interesting to see how this home monitoring element is worked into the app as time goes on, because it was a bit of a disjointed experience at times, not the same experience that you get from a home security system app that was built specifically for a home security system. But all in all, a solid effort from Wyze and a great system to check out, especially if you're looking for professional monitoring on a budget. That's it for today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching the Wyze Home Monitoring Bundle. What do you think? Has this system piqued your interest? Are you interested in Wyze professional monitoring? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, for all of your home and digital security needs, head on over to Security.org. We have reviews, guides, research, everything that you need to keep you and your family safe. And until next time, we'll see you in the next video.